Alrighty guys, just a quick video to show you how this little piece of equipment works. So this is called a ticker timer, and it's just another piece of equipment that we can use to measure speed. So the way this little beauty works is I'll just switch it on quickly and show you what actually happens. We have to hook it up to a power supply, and that little metal arm there, when I turn it on, is going to beat down on the paper. And it's going to work so it will draw 50 dots every second. So have a quick look. And you could see there how quickly that arm was moving. And like I said, it's drawing 50 dots every second, which allows us to then measure. If we know that we've got 50 dots in a second, if we were to count 50 dots on that paper, I would be able to see how fast the paper was moving through the ticker timer. Counting 50 dots is a little bit arduous, so we tend to work in a bit smaller number of measurement, and we'll count 5 dots. So if we know that 50 is 1 second, then every 5 dots should be 0.1 of a second, a tenth of a second. So we can work out the distance that's been covered in the space of 0.1 seconds. And if we've got a distance and a time, we'd be able to use that to calculate the speed. So if we were to attach an object to the end of this tape and pull the tape through the ticker timer, we would know how fast that object was moving by analysing the dots. So let's have a quick look at how changes in speed will affect the pattern that we see on our ticker tape. So when I pull it through this time, I'm going to try and pull it through slowly at first and then more quickly towards the end. Have a think about how you're predicting that dot pattern will change between where I'm moving slowly and where I'm moving quickly. All right, so you could see the change in speed there. And if we have a look somewhere down our paper. All right, so at the start of that motion here, if I was to count 5 dots on that piece, it's probably going to equate to about 1 centimetre. So about 1 centimetre per second. Sorry, per tenth of a second. And again, if I've got a distance and I've got a speed, I can calculate a distance and a time, I can calculate that speed. So that's the dot pattern when I was moving slowly at the start. And then it changes as we move along the ticker tape and I got faster. You can see what's happening to that dot pattern towards the end here. So 5 dots here in that tenth of a second towards the end is looking a lot different to the start. So where I was at 1 centimetre before, can't quite get to focus on that. It's more like 10 centimetres towards the end here. So that's our ticker timer, and that's how we would be using it in school to judge the speed of objects that we attach to the end of that paper. You guys can have a go at the interactive that's linked on this style activity as well, but hopefully you get the idea of how the ticker timer actually works.